bom dia, amigos. Munson here with the Good Morning Portugal live stream from expatsportugal.com. How are you? Well, news and weather. We will do the weather to see if things have brightened up at all for the Christmas period, you know, the New Year's. What am I talking about? Christmas Eve as it is today and Christmas Day tomorrow, of course. The news we can deal with very simply, can't we? That all is well in the Gumper community, I hope. We'll find out from you in just a moment. But we have been lighting up Christmas and we shall continue to do so. Abu, you have done us proud. Nobody else needed to bother, sir, after what you've created. Certainly last year. I'm not sure what it's looking like this year, but your effort from last year is superb, and we'll play that. And I think you've done it for everybody else. Basically, you've lit up Christmas single-handed with your effort from last year, which we will replay this morning. Oh, that reminds me as well, because Valerie, I forgot to mention Valerie yesterday, who sent in her Christmas tree. Here's the sound for it, just to give you a bit of a clue. We'll play this today as well. This is the now the tradition here on the Good Morning Portugal live stream. So, can you hear that? In all its glory, a little bit later on. That's Valerie Spencer-Becks of the Spencer-Becks agency in San Martino de Porto. She sent in a message yesterday, and in the hurly-burly, in the the scrum, basically, of messages that came in yesterday. I missed it. So sorry, Valerie. We had a chat after the show via the old messenger, and I've managed to get the traditional Christmas video of the train going around the tree. I'd never seen one of those until last year when Valerie proudly shared it with us. Talking of proudly sharing things, I've got another cover for you as this erotic novel. The Gumper erotic novel. I just haven't had. That's why I was a bit late starting this morning, actually, is because I was downloading furiously videos and pictures. I've got another thing to download here, 50 Shades of Gump, which I will share with you in just a moment, just to get your juices flowing. I think that's a correct choice of words in this instance. 50 Shades of Gump, of course, is the next one we're working on. We've had things that go Gump in the night, and I am going to share with you, just to get your imagination racing, the 50 Shades of Gump cover. How are you doing? What are you up to today? Do let me know. It's Christmas Eve, of course, and a great problem, I think, with Christmas is how we, on the one hand, have it as the time of peace, joy, goodwill, love, and all of those wonderful things, compassion, kindness, as James, I'm sure, is our kindness monitor and will remind us of the Dalai Lama's quote. We should hear that every day as a reminder. So thank you, James. Kindness quotes from the Dalai Lama or anyone else on this special time of the year as we go into. I mean, this is the important time of the year for Portuguese people in terms of Christmas. Christmas Eve is when the action is, I think, here in Portugal. But for others who've come here, Christmas Day is perhaps the focus. It is for us at Casa Munson tomorrow. And on the one hand, it's all about peace, love, kindness, having a break, having a rest. But then on the other, it's all frenzied activity, and then the latter can quite easily outweigh the former, can't it? So let me know how you're doing with that, okay? And where are you on the spectrum of well chilled, as Cockneys would say in London, well chilled, or totally chilled, dude, from the other side of the water too, absolutely tearing your hair out, and you don't know what to do next. You know that state we can sometimes get into as human beings, not knowing what to do next because we're so darn busy. Now is really not the time of year for that, although it's completely understandable how it gets to that. So where are you? If 0 is totally chill, dude, and 10 is like, where are you on that scale, and how can we help calm you down a little bit this morning? Certainly the quiz, I think, should help. We have a legendary Lawler quiz. We were going to have the Belter singing live for you. Unfortunately, and because of all the rain they've had in the Algarve, and we'll hear the story directly from Emma, who will be popping in, but they won't be playing live this morning, sadly. But we have got clips from their earlier performance. I think it was last year, actually, early on in the pandemic, when they were doing lockdown gigs on a Saturday night. They came to our attention, and they came and played on the show on a Feel Good Friday. So we'll do that. We'll reinvigorate those Feel Good Friday vibes from when they were here last time. A couple of songs from them to play you. Swara's song. Do you remember Swara's song from the Christmas party that we had? Not last night, but the Thursday before. The Expats Portugal Christmas party. I've got the segment from the party where we have Swara's video. And also, I think, well, if we could squeeze them all in, we've got lovely videos, we've got lovely pictures, we've got the quiz, we've got all of that to bring you. But the main thing is, I don't want to get stressed either, trying to think it's just like a little microcosm of Christmas, isn't it? Have I done this? Have I done that? We'll do what we can do this morning, and we'll carry anything over that we don't do this morning, including the third video, which I'll make from the lovely. I was going to say it's like the Christmas turkey of mixed media, where we're making the last sandwich from it. I don't think that quite does it justice. And some of Abu's pictures and images and videos will be going into this. Video number 3 of us Gumpers lighting up Christmas. I'll definitely do that tomorrow, and we may carry forward Gary's video as well of the Gumper community, like you've not seen them before as well. The video deck is absolutely full. I do need to do a little bit of spring cleaning over the. Is that right? You can't really do spring cleaning at Christmas, can you? But you get the gist of what I'm saying here. I need to clean off me picture and video deck, just because of all the lovely stuff you send me. But it created a good problem for me, and I'll be doing that in the break that we're having from Boxing Day to New Year's Eve. But we'll be back here tomorrow at 10 o'clock so that people can connect up who want to. Then we'll have a little bit of a break. Do tell me this morning, actually, what your favorite videos are. So I will play a video each morning from the 26th to the 31st. And then on the evening of the 31st, New Year's Eve, of course, we will have a disco party, everybody. Roll back the carpet. It's unlikely. Well, you can't go to a nightclub or drink late in a public place. So we'll do our best to help you with that. But you will have to stay up till 11 o'clock, I'm afraid. I don't know. A lot of you go to bed about 6:30. So we'll see if you can well, what you could do is you could still go to bed at 6:30 on the 31st and maybe have a party in the morning. Play the disco again. Use it as your aerobic exercise for the New Year's Day. Okay, who's in this morning after all of that? 10 minutes of waffle. Can't believe it. I haven't even said hello to anybody yet. Rebel Mama's here. Hola, Thunderduck. Oh, it's earlier than I thought. What time was that? That was 7 minutes past 8. Well done. Now, scrolling forward in the comments, it's 8. She thought it was 8:20. It was 8:08. Taja, 8:08 State, of course, Rebel Mama, which you'll have danced to. Ooh, numbers. Bon dia, Gumpers from James. Feliz Sexta e boas festas. Also learn festas feliz. Today on Drops para Todos. Very good. Yes, let's exchange those greetings. Deagle, always so lovely to hear from you. I'm still very moved by your generosity. Bon dia, Carl. Feliz Natal from a mild Belfast. I hope Santa comes tonight. Is that a line from the erotic novel? Have I got that ready yet? Let me see if I can bring that onto your screen just to get your imagination pumping, just to get the literary bodice ripped. Let's see. Oh no, that hasn't happened. What's going on there? I made it. I use Canva is a great bit of software, but on this occasion, it doesn't seem to have downloaded to where I want it to. 50 Shades of Gump. Saving that image now. Doing all of this live for you here on the Good Morning Portugal live stream, because I don't want you to be without this inspiration this morning to get the literary juices flowing. The erotica. Still not showing up. What's going on here? Why is my 50? Maybe it's banned. Maybe it's been pre-cancelled. This smut that we talk about on YouTube early in the morning. Maybe the great and the good of Silicon Valley have thought, nope, we can't do that. That's disgusting. What those Gumpers are doing over there in Portugal. I have to come back to that, or we'll just do it tomorrow. See, I'm managing my state this morning from the 0 of well chill dude to at number 10, just as we roll up to Christmas. I would say if I'm going to rate myself, I mean, obviously I do get a little bit of I do get the stiffened sinews and the blood starts pumping. Obviously, when I'm here in the mornings, a little bit, performance anxiety, that sort of thing. So it's quite a big responsibility. This, I would rate myself currently at about 5, halfway. Thank you for that greeting, James. Let's go to Maxine, who's here as well this morning. Good job, everybody. Scandinavian greeting, I believe, there from Maxine. Great to have you here this morning, Bush Festas. 'Tis the season to be James Harley. Have you heard that before, James? Fa la 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 la. Now I wonder if the prof has got this day in Portuguese history for us. What has happened previously in Portuguese history on Christmas Eve? All about the kids from a foggy, not froggy, Praia de Rocha. Let's actually, while we're talking of fog, let's go and have a look at that weather just very briefly to see what it's like if the rain is continuing around the country. expatsportugal.com weather. Let's bring it onto the screen now. Yeah, foggy all over the country, actually. That's interesting. I did notice that my neighbours are on their way somewhere, I think, this morning. And I think that's what's happening, isn't it? Portuguese people are getting with their families today. So I think they were up and about early. I may have misread the situation. I often do with my neighbours, but I did exchange a Boas Festas and Feliz Natal with them. And 57 degrees. If they're going to Lisbon, they're going to experience 57 degrees and fog at the moment, rising to 61, but still rainy for the Christmas weekend. So similarly in Porto, rainy weekend for Christmas, highs of 13 and 12. 15 on Sunday in Porto. Coimbra, 15 degrees, the high today, but still a rainy Christmas. By the look of it, Saturday and Sunday, yeah, raining, and into the early week next week. Faro, scattered clouds at 14 at the moment, rising to 16. You'll have 17 and 18, though. Very mild for Christmas, Victoria, and a rainy Saturday and Sunday. And just a quick scroll through all the rest of the provinces and parts of Portugal. And maybe we'll look at the autonomous regions as well to do them justice. But rain, 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 rain. Oh, Leiria, some sunshine at the moment. Enjoy that, Doc and Leona at the moment, and Alicia. And yes, scrolling through, Bragança, Porto Alegre, Setúbal, all rainy around Portugal. And the autonomous regions, as you might expect, actually often raining over there, isn't it? In the maritime climates of the Azores, 18 degrees and 19 degrees the high. So very mild, but rainy. And Madeira, a little bit of sun peeking out from behind the clouds. But an 8-degree high today in Madeira. Paradise of Madeira, but a little bit chilly in the winter. And 11 degrees on Christmas Day, 11 degrees on Boxing Day there. But the rain is cleared up by the look of it for Boxing Day on Madeira. And the wonderful Christmas illuminations that were sent to me from Funchal are just incredible. Madeira, nearly as good as Abu's Christmas setup, which we'll play in just a moment after we said a few more hellos this morning. James responding to his "'Tis the season to be James Holly." Never heard that one before. Excellent. Zabio, the prof, is an original thinker, of course, so we're not surprised to hear that. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Now we can add "'Tis the season to be Polly" with a nod to Jackie as well. My goodness, we've got a song coming on, everybody. Gary Ogles is here, creator of quite alarming videos that we'll share either today or tomorrow. Hello, Gary. How's it going over there in the UK? And hey up. That's the sort of language Gary talks. Hey up, lad. Hey up, Gumpers from Owen as well this morning. I'm here to be original, James, but sing the hits. It's so true. Oregonians loving Portugal. The OLP are in the house. Merry Christmas. We're expecting 2 to 6 inches of snow. I was going to say, where are you? Oregon, I would suspect. We hardly ever have a white Christmas. So that's interesting. A white Christmas, an unusual one over there in Oregon. And loving your hat and Dacre on your set. Yes, went to a lot of expense. I think this was a €195 hat from the Chinese shop. The lighting system inside the Santa's face seems to have failed. Oh no, it's glowing a little bit. You can't see it with the green screen technology. And we went to extraordinary expense to give the Barcelos cockerel a nice Santa hat as well. Actually, the kids and Mrs. M created that for me, so thank you to them for that. And Cubing, absolutely. One of my favorite Christmas songs, I've got to say, is it's kind of a remix, bit of a Mickey take of Bing and David Bowie stood at the piano. It makes me cry with laughter. It's a little bit disrespectful, but it's very, very funny. Jackie Grant, say hello, Jackie. Yay, Merry Christmas and very happy, I should say, 2022 to you all. Thanks, Jackie. Good to see you here this morning. And Brian Taylor, good morning and Merry Christmas to all. Kindness, there is Kindness Monitor stepping in with a quick K word for us there. A different kind of K-hole. Paul Williams, hola, bon dia, Feliz Natal, a todos from Paul. Hello, Paul, how are you? How's your part of Portugal, central Portugal this morning? That trip over that way when I was looking at a house near the Abrantes area stays in my mind. Incredible part of the country that you live in. It's pretty wild, isn't it? Reminds me a lot of North Devon, I have to say, or Shropshire. You know, the parts of the country that are a little bit off the beaten track and have a very particular character. So I hope you're you and Lita are having a great time over there this morning, and are looking forward to a fabulous Christmas in the spirit of Seinfeld. Kindness now, damn it! Don't know the genre very well, but I hope I did that proud, James. Making chocolate, nut, and ginger. or cherry candies for my neighbors to give with a nice bottle of wine. There's a spirit of Christmas right there in Oregon. Well done, you two. That sounds great. Gumpers, happy Christmas from Deagle as well. And today in Portuguese history, 1524. Oh no, Vasco da Gama dies in Cochin, India. Dare we say it's what he would have wanted? I suppose so, in a funny kind of way. A world explorer dying somewhere. Got to go at some point, haven't you? And where better to go than an exotic place, which he no doubt, in inverted commas, discovered. So yes, sad to hear of the passing of Vasco da Gama in 1524, this day in Portuguese history. Feliz Natal, a simple Feliz Natal there from Andy Portuglish. And tonight, of course, drinkies at the Man Cave from 10 o'clock. Feel free to bung any links, appropriate links, or inappropriate links. It's fine today, Andy. You never normally worry too much about that, do you? So any links to the Christmas drinkies in the Man Cave, pop them in the comments today, please, sir. Bon dia e Feliz Natal. And actually, while we're there, but morning to you, Pam, in Alcobaça. But just going back to Andy, thank you very much for picking up the Man Cave baton, for firmly grasping the Man Cave baton in your hand there, Andy. See where we're going with this. Great job, sir. When I had my teetotal year and the Man Cave became a bit too much for me, you stepped in manfully and you've done a fantastic job. So thank you very much indeed, and to all those Man Cavers in there, drinking and cussing and spitting and all the stuff you do on a Friday night, and good work, of course, on top of that, talking about things that really matter and going against the stereotype of grunting men who aren't in touch with all of their faculties, including their emotions. You prove that wrong, I think, on a very regular basis. James Holly, a good turducken show tomorrow. How very dare you? What? Oh, I see. Turkey stuffed with duck, stuffed with chicken. Is that what you're doing, James? Are you having a 3-bird bonanza for? Have you been stuffing 3 birds? Is that why you've got a smile on your face? Turkey stuffed with duck, stuffed with chicken. And I think it can go on, can't it? I'm sure you can get a sparrow in there or something, can't you, as well? Natalie Gray, well, bon appetit to you, James Holly. Natalie Gray, bon dia e boas festas de Tomar. So Christmas greetings from Tomar. How's it going in Tomar, Natalie? I'm sure they've done a lovely job there as well. And RIP, oh dear, not only Vasco da Gama on this day in history, but the US's iconic writer, Joan Didion. If you haven't read her, I'm sorry. Okay, so can you give us a little bit of a steer on that in honor of Joan Didion, who sounds like she has passed? And also this week, actually, is it Sally Ann Howes? Truly scrumptious, as you might know her from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. She passed away this week at 91. And whilst we're on the subject of wonderful people passing, it was Debbie Dew's memorial last night. Thank you for inviting me to that, Em, on behalf of the family and friends of Deb's. I felt like a little bit of an interloper. I didn't know Deb's for very long. But she certainly made an impact on me and on the Portuguese community here with Share and Care. So it was a real delight to have been able to contribute in some way to that memorial last night. Great job, Em, and lots of love to the family of Debbie Dew's, son and daughters of Debbie Dew's who were there, and friends who were warmly remembering her. What an incredible, amazing person Debbie Dew's was in her living life here on planet Earth. Quite incredible. A warning to everyone: if you eat only raw cookie dough for breakfast and lunch, you will feel ill the next day. There's a comment. Every now and then you get a comment, don't you? You think, there's somebody speaking from experience. And those are the comments we like. Life lessons. And I think Deborah probably ate a little bit too much raw cookie dough for breakfast and lunch yesterday, and maybe feeling that today. And I hope that passes by the time you get to feel ill again tomorrow on the sofa when you've overeaten again. Tomorrow, possibly, Deborah. What are you having? Actually, please chip in with your Christmas lunches and dinners. We're going to do a slightly late one tomorrow, and it's going to be a buffet. I don't want to have the stress of trying to get everything on the table at the same time. So frankly, when you've got young children, they don't care anyway. There's no, you're all stressed. They don't care. What's the point? So we'll have a little bit of a buffet situation tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to a little gathering here at Casamunson on Christmas Day. Probably an American invention, the turducken. No turd in it, hopefully. Morning all, call Mo. Cool, Mo. What does that mean, Carl McAdam? But there he is, the other Carl, as we call each other. Morning, mate. Lots of love to you and your family. We haven't seen enough of each other this year. I know our kids speak pretty much every day, don't they? But I haven't seen enough of you. Maybe we can put that right in the next couple of weeks. So Carl McAdam here. Lots of love to you all over there in your part of Portugal. Bon dia, Carl and everyone. Christmas Eve here in the north of Queensland. So just dropping in for a bit to wish everyone a Christmas season full of happiness, peace and kindness. Of course, you're already there. Is it Christmas yet in Australia? Not quite, right? Sunny in Lisboa right now, says Andy. And thank you, Michelle. Thank you to you for representing Australia. It's so good to be working with you this year and lovely to make your acquaintance. Yeah, it does sound like personal experience, doesn't it, for Deborah? I thought that. And Coach Turner's here. Morning, all you gorgeous gumpers. Oh, Coach. Feliz Natal para amanhã. Okay, very good. It's flashing the Portuguese skills there as well, Coach Turner. The racing snake of a man in Hertfordshire this morning. Have a great Christmas, Coach. Thank you too for your incredible contribution to the health and well-being of Gumpers, not just in this community but beyond. I think as we share that growing old disgracefully, the Grey Watch project far and wide in the new year. Great time to be thinking about it, isn't it? Looking after your health and well-being, possibly as a New Year's resolution. Cheers, Coach Turner. I will raise a virtual glass to you for now, and we'll have a drink together in the new year, I hope. We are having Christmas Eve breakfast at night. Hold on a minute. Christmas Eve breakfast at night when we open gifts and listen to music. Okay, very good. That sounds really nice in the OLP household there. Bon dia, Feliz Natal from Povo de Varginha this morning. Morning, Mark. Great to have you here. Okay, hold on a minute. Got to do the voice now. Mark, have a good one, mate, and a very happy 2022 to you. He got fully aroused looking at the autonomous regions. Well, hey, they do seem to have a mind of their own sometimes, don't they, James? Very good. Good morning and a happy Christmas Eve from Wiesbaden, Germany. Jim, great to hear from you. Good morning, sir. And lots of love to you and yours over there in Germany. French brioche toast, homemade sausage, bacon, and a vegetable frittata. That's a feast. That's a breakfast, not a breakfast, and a beautiful sparkling rosé. Well, they know how to live, don't they, over there in Oregon? And they look out the window at the 6 inches as well of snow, smutty. Uncle Krusty, hey, Uncle Krusty's here. Great to hang out with you last night. Aloha, mele Kaikimaka, bon dia, Eli. I think I've done that right. I did it with enough of a flourish to make it sound okay there. Mele Kikimaka, bon dia e Feliz Natal a todos from Uncle Krusty and Claudia as well. That's brilliant. Oh, I see. It was a mistake. Trying to audio type, but car is too noisy. I see. Driving to Lisboa for my sins, picking up friends for Christmas. Feliz Natal todo from Carl McAdam. Oh, great. Lovely to be keeping you company on that journey, Carl. Fantastic. And Natalie agreeing with me, I think there. That's an amazing lineup, isn't it? A French brioche toast, homemade sausage, bacon, and a vegetable frittata, and a beautiful sparkling noise. You know, if you make homemade sausages, at least there's some meat in them, right? If that's your thing. Loving Portugal in Portland. My eldest son and daughter live there. And my bestie also. So lots of love, I think, going back and forth from Oregon in the United States there. Bon dia from Andy, relaxing after a hectic shop at the newly refurbished Glacinias Jumbo Center. Extra 2 floors of shops. Oh, Glacinias. Wow, okay. Jumbo is the supermarket there, isn't it? So Glacinias had a bit of a lift. It needed it, didn't it? It was looking a bit tired, actually. But in Aveiro yesterday, not the one by the canal, but the one by the canal is a lovely place to shop. If you're a person who doesn't like shopping malls particularly, the forum by the canal is wonderful, but it looks like Glacinias, which is the Portuguese word for wisteria, of course, is also worth a look. There's a much bigger shopping centre there. Glad it sounds like you had a fairly good time, a little bit hectic possibly. Where are you on that scale from totally chilled, man, to at Christmas time? Where are you on that scale, everybody? Bon dia, Gumpers. Only one more sleep to Christmas, says Jim. And was last night. Oh, was that the drinkies? How was it? Of course. Okay, so you're not doing it tonight because it's Christmas Eve. I do beg your pardon. Forget all of that I said about the man cave, apart from a bit of me thanking Andy. Gary Austin's here. I think you may know which my favorite video was. I don't actually. Was it the blessing of the helmets, Gary? That's where it all began, isn't it? The rot here, the smutty rot, I think, began with our puerile giggling. It set the tone, didn't it? So I think that's one for me to write down. Blessing of the helmets. That's to be replayed then in the Christmas. Great. Blessing helmet. Now, if Mrs. M sees that, I've written that down as a note on the desk here. We share an office. If she comes in and sees bless helmet, who knows what might happen this Christmas? Jacqueline Brown, Feliz Natal to everyone. For me, the day is full of eternal hope, happiness, rejoicing. Thank you all for being in my life. I wish everyone a fabulous time. Thank you, Jacqueline. What are you doing? Let me know, food-wise, this Christmas. Susan, ho, 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 Gumpers. I listened to Bowie and Bing too. Their banter is hilarious, but enjoy the song. Yeah, and then there's a version of it that got remade over the top of it, Suze, which causes me to cry with mirth. Maybe it's am I alone in this? But you know, sometimes when you cry with laughter, does it sometimes go down into the bedrock of deep trauma and it reaches places that haven't been reached? So actually the tears that you thought were of mirth trigger off further other tears. It's like a relay race of past emotions. So you start off crying with laughter, and then it's dredged up something else. Maybe now's not the time to talk about that at this festive time of year. Are good wishes in advance of the actual holiday considered bad luck in Portugal, like birthdays? No, I don't think so. I didn't get a scowl from my neighbours or anyone else I've wished a happy Christmas to. I think it's okay. It's only the birthday thing. And after the man cave last night, the drinkies last night, which I got wrong, Andy has a slight headache this morning. Well, that's not too bad. Have another drink. Bon dia, Carl, from the occasionally sunny Coleraine, but it's absolutely miserable weather here at the moment. Merry Christmas, Carl, and all you lovely Gumpers. Okay, it's nearly time to whistle and nearly time to welcome Emma onto the show to have a quick chat, and we'll play a couple of belters tunes for you this morning. We haven't done the quiz. Do you know what? We've got a lot to squeeze in, and we haven't finished saying hello yet. We're nearly at 9 o'clock. Bon dia, Feliz Natal from the Lonnie, with his beautiful blue azalejos behind him. You know where he is. I mean, it really surprised me if he says this picture was taken in Chicago behind me, but that's the blue azalejos, right, of Porto behind you, Lonnie. Lovely picture of you. Very Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for what you've done for us in your short time of being here over in Portugal. And me and Vitor were talking about you yesterday. Both deeply grateful to you, sir. Tadukan was a reference to the mashup show for tomorrow. Oh, okay. Is that our Christmas offering? It's going to be live tomorrow. It's only going to go into recorded replays from Boxing Day. But yeah, okay, I'll flex the Tadukan tomorrow if that's what's required. And bon dia from Stephen. Hello, Stephen. How are you, mate? Portuglish. Definitely a slow start to the day here. Oh, okay. So shh, everybody, no shouting. The man cave men are a little bit hungover this morning. Yay, buffet style rocks. Okay, I'm going to go with that. Anita. Samarish, bon dia from a cold, snowing Raymond in Maine in USA. Merry Christmas from over there in Raymond in Maine. Thank you, Anita. Thanks for showing up this morning. The entire family at Granny's, maybe 20 of us, always served ourselves buffet style. Cue tradition. There you go. Very good. Oh, look, Erroneous Maximus is here. I imagine he is composing this from the revolutionary bunker of Carcavelos, where he's plotting his takeover of the show for next year. He'll be one of the first guests, I hope, next year. Let me have a quick look at the calendar. I'm looking forward to January of next year. He's always on the first Friday, so he's going to be one of the first. We'll be back on the 3rd, and he will be the first. Sorry, not the 7th. On the Wednesday, of course. Wednesday hold on, I'm scrolling back to this to January. Wednesday the 5th, Michael. My people are watching your people behind the scenes there. Anyone know where I could get a pearl necklace from my Secret Santa? Maybe that's the other one we replay in the Christmas break. Merry Christmas to Carl and the GMP family. So naughty. Feliz Natal from a foggy Porto Torres from Rosemary Baker. Good morning to you. Rosemary, thanks for being here. Happy Christmas, Carl. I'm going to have to play the whistling. I'm coughing. Merry Christmas, Carl and family. From Devon to Gateshead. Oh, I see. Have a good one. All best wishes from Ronnie, Rod, and Jack. Good morning and happy Christmas to you, Ronnie, Rod, and to Jack. Morning, Jack. That's so good of you to tune in and say hi. Hope to meet you and see you in Portugal one day, you guys. Okay, so let's play the whistling theme tune and we'll come back. We'll try and squeeze in videos, pictures, a quiz, a Christmas quiz. Maybe it'll just have to be highlights and talk to Emma after this. So we'll see you after this and look forward to some wonderful recordings of live music sessions that we've had here on the Good Morning Portugal live stream and the Expats Portugal Christmas party. See you after this. Yes, indeed. It's after 9 o'clock now. We can stop being serious. And Emma's here. Let's bring her onto the screen right now. Emma Belter, live from the Algarve. Oh, look at you. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. How are you?
Brilliant. I'm trying to get the dog to get up beside me and put a Santa hat on. So I've just ran to the fridge and got some sausage because I know that you'll do anything for sausage. So I'm just going to grab a hat and see if I can get him to sit next to me. Hang on.
There's a lot of people in this community who'll do anything.
Come on up here. No, up here. Come on, girl.
Look, who's this, Emma?
Put your hat on him. The other dog's coming. I've got so many animals here.
Yes.
Look over there. Can you see him? Can you look? That's that.
Hold on a minute. Let's zoom in there.
God, love him.
That's gone.
Sausage.
Who is this, Emma? Who are these two with you?
This is I just rescued this one a few months ago. That's Freya, the big one. And Dougal, of course, has been my sidekick now for 6 years, coming to every gig that I've done in the last 6 years. So he's like a proper road dog. Can you sit down? Sit.
Dougal goes along with you everywhere you go musically.
Every gig we play, yeah. He's actually played more gigs than Josh has played because he's been with me for 6 years, and Josh has been playing professionally now for about 3 years. So Dougal's actually done more gigs than Josh has done. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, it's so good to have you back.
To everyone, it's really friendly. It's lovely.
What a lovely show you put on, including a lovely Dougal who goes along to
animals, haven't you? It's got to be done.
Yeah. Fantastic. So how are you doing? How's your year been? I mean, let's face it, it's not been a brilliant year for people who do live music, has it? Or a good couple of years now of getting that way. And now your New Year's Eve gig has been cancelled because of restrictions. Been a bit of a tough.
Well, you know, we had a few gigs over the year. I've been hosting an open mic every Sunday, which has kind of been my bread and butter. But we've been living really small this year. It's been a bit of a struggle, but and we did a couple of gigs here and there. You know, it's been all right. But yeah, the New Year's gig's always kind of like your big gig at the end of the year, and usually you get paid a bit more at New Year too, and so you kind of rely on that to get you through. My dog's trying to eat the phone. Try to kind of get you through January. The New Year gig kind of like throws you into January. And so yesterday we just got the phone call, just saying, right, that's it. I mean, it wasn't even like, can we help you? Can we give you some compensation? Just it's done. There's no gig. See you later. You know. So it's a bit of a kick in the nuts, to be honest with you, mate. It's a bit of nuts.
Yeah. So, what a disaster. And I suppose the venues are in a similar situation, though, aren't they? And the proverbial is rolling downhill.
Yeah, and it really is the entertainment industry that's really suffering. I mean, even back home in Scotland, people are messaging me saying all the gigs back home have been cancelled. I mean, the musicians are really struggling, you know. I mean, I've had people say to me, I've had somebody say to me, don't you want to get a real job? I was like what? This is a real job. This is actually a job. Like, without entertainment and music, how would the world be? You know, like, come on.
Absolutely. As we'll find out, because we've got a couple of clips from when you played last time. Sadly, you're not able to play this morning. I think the wet weather recently in the Algarve got the better of the right?
See what?
The weather in the Algarve got the better of our performance this morning live on the Good Morning Portugal show. Josh wasn't able to get his van moving, right, because of the rain.
We got stuck in the mud. Yeah. So I'm pretty gutted with that, because we're really looking forward to playing for you. I mean, I could sing a wee song for you a cappella, but without Josh, it just isn't the same, you know? I feel a bit lost, to be honest. Like, when you said come by yourself, I was like, oh God, by myself, what am I going to do?
I wanted you to come on. I wanted you to come on. Oh, by the way, for the American people, Emma is Scottish. So if you do need me to translate anything that she's saying, you just let me know in the comments, and I'll do that for you.
There's titles on CFAX page 8.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll play one of your tunes from when you were here last time. And it may be that people still want to buy you a drink this Christmas and for the New Year. It's a really tough time for musicians, pretty awful. So we've got a couple of numbers that are recorded from before with Josh and Emma playing, and we'll chat a little bit more after this first one. Okay, let's play it. maybe we should hear from you now. The Belters here on Feel Good Friday on Good Morning Portugal. Can I just exit the stage and drink coffee and delight in your performance?
Yeah, well, we sing a song.
Yeah, of course.
Perhaps if we come back after your first one, and because there will be comments and there may be questions, so if you do it, that'd be fantastic, and we'll return after you. So, you've graced the screen here. Over to you.
Okay.
Do you want to start where?
Simple money.
Okay, so this is who sings this?
Leonard Skinner.
This is a Leonard Skinner song. Normally it's sung by one person, but because this is my son, I don't think we made that clear.
Yeah.
This is my son.
Yeah.
And I'm his mum.
Yeah. She's not my girlfriend, man. She's not my girlfriend.
We have had that a few times, which is quite creepy.
Yeah. I've had that before. Your wife's great. Excuse me, what?
Well, it's a great compliment to you, Emma.
Well, it makes me look older, it makes you look younger, I suppose. You know what I mean? But it's a bit weird when somebody says, "Oh, your girlfriend's great." You mean my mother? You know, it's
a bit awkward. You know,
yes. It's funny. It's funny to see their face because their face goes, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that." You know, it's quite funny. But anyway, aye.
Fun son.
Well, Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, yeah, my only son, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Oh, take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come and they will pass. We'll find a woman, yeah, and you'll find love. And don't forget, son, there is someone up above.
And be a simple kind of man. Be someone you love and understand. Oh, baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son? The best you can.
Forget your lust, a rich man's gold. What you need now is in your soul. And you can do this, oh baby, if you try.
And all I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be someone you love and understand. Oh, baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son? The best you can.
Boy, don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. And you can do this, oh baby, if you try.
And all I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be someone you love and understand. Oh, baby, be a simple kind of man. But won't you do this for me, son? The best you can.
Oh my God. Come on, let's see those applause, love
Can you
hearts.
hear that all right?
Absolutely. I'm crying here. Yeah,
Oh,
how could you? It's so moving to hear you both singing like that from your
thanks,
heart.
mate. Thanks, mate.
Amazing. Well, how about that, Emma? That was just so lovely to see again. I mean, it's got to be a proud mum moment as well, right?
Honestly, Carl, every time I sit next to him and get to, I'm getting emotional now as well. Every time I sit next to him and I get to play music, it's like my happiest day ever. I'm so proud that he's followed in my footsteps and became a musician too. And actually, he wants to play music with me. I mean, he's 26 on day, and he still wants to hang out with his mum. You know, honestly, my heart just swells up. Like that he wants to make music with me and sing with me, and he said I'm his favourite person to sing with, and it's a bit too much.
We are being asked here. Look, where is the tip jar? PayPal or Cash App? So, what is it? PayPal me? Give me the whole link, for will you? And then we'll stick it in the comments.
Hold on now, James. Hang on, because I've not actually got it written down.
While you're finding that, I'll go through some of the other comments. Wow, belters are awesome, says Michelle Ann Butler. Aviva's tuned in from New Mexico. 2 a.m. tuned in to listen to you. And whoa, from Thunderduck, that was awesome. Hashtag simple man. And I was thinking there, we do need more truly simple men in the world, don't we? There do seem to be rather a lot of narcissistic, psychopathic types around, those complex fellows. Let's get back to being simple men, shall we? And get the basics right. Like kindness, James Holly. OMG, Emma, I swear it didn't even cross my mind. You don't look like his mother at all. I thought you were his wife. Mashallah. This is said after a compliment to protect you from the evil eye. Well done. Thank you, Abu. Awesome, says Mick Jenkins. Abu saying great music. And Stuart Baker loving it as well. Thank you for the music, says Aviva. And look at this. Lovely music to chill to. Absolutely fabulous. Excuse me. Okay, result is back. Got to run. Okay, Matty's off. Feliz Natal, todos y buen novo ano. Okay, thanks, Matty. We'll see you soon, mate. Dave and Debbie, I haven't seen you for ages. Feliz Natal to Carl, the Belters, and the gorgeous Freya from Dave and Debbie. Hope to see you soon at Casella Doghaven Bash. I think that's probably to you, isn't it?
That was, that's where we got Freya from Casella Doghaven, and we've told them we'd do a little fundraiser for them sometime in the near future to help them out. So it's wonderful. That's the wonderful thing about the musicians as well, isn't it? Is that we can use our talents to help other people too, you know, help fundraise for other people. So yeah, I've got the link here for the PayPal. I've also got, I don't know if a bank thing's easy too.
I think PayPal probably is. Yeah. Cool. Give us a PayPal.
It's PayPal. It's www.paypal.me/Emma Belter. Do you want me to?
Okay, so say that again for me. Is it PayPal.com and then PayPal me, or is it a bit simpler than that?
It's www.paypal.me/Emma Belter.
Okay, Emma Belter. You were breaking up as you were giving me the vital information there. So let me just check this one more time. All the W's, paypal.me/Emma Belter. Do you want to just let me know that that's okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let me put it on the screen. Does that look right to you, Emma?
Let's see. How do www.paypal.me/Emma Belter. Yeah, that's it.
Great stuff. Okay, awesome music. Say the OLP over there in America. And look at this. Susan's had a standing orgasm or something, but with the power of the music there.
Standing ovation, maybe.
Ovation. I did make it. Okay, the music's that good though, I've got to say, very moving. Saw Emma and the band at Silvish in the Alcove. It was an amazing experience. Hope to see more of her and the band, from Vanessa Mackenzie there. And Emmeline Annett says, "What heck?" to you. Victoria, applause from Victoria there as well. We got another one. We've got another one. So you know. We're going back to an earlier point where Rebel Mama has made a good point earlier on here about what that person said to you. Why don't you get a proper job or something along those lines? That's crazy. Emma, People who say any art isn't essential are very sad and misinformed people indeed. Now, Winston Churchill knows how to divide a crowd, certainly these days. But apparently, when Winston Churchill was asked to cut funding to the arts in order to support the war effort, and a lot of people are comparing this to a wartime situation, they said to Churchill, should we cut the funding to the arts to support the World War II effort? He said, then what would we be fighting for? This is what people need to remember. And you would think, wouldn't you? You'd think in these times, people miss being able to go out and hang out and socialize and dance and enjoy live music. And we need to put that, I don't know, our priorities are a little bit strange at the moment, but you have a very supportive audience here, and we're going to hear another one of your tunes with you and Josh. Go on. Yeah, that's what the Churchill said. That's what you can say to him now. Well, what the hell are we fighting for? Get them to sing in New Year's Eve, and we can do a PayPal buskers hat going to help their financial loss. There you go. Community
we're singing tonight for Christmas Eve on my page tonight. Okay. We're doing full live. Josh will be here tonight.
Oh, fantastic! So good. So there will be a gig tonight, and people can contribute to that. That's fantastic. It was an ovation.
The link to my page and stuff.
Oh, please do. Yeah, we definitely need that. James, you're silly. So we've gone, look at that. After this is for our book. We're writing a book together here, 50 Shades of Gump. It's a bit of an in-joke, but that's the new book cover. We're doing a collaborative erotic novel, 50 Shades of Gump there. And we've got another new line for it here after his incredibly moving performance. She excitedly gave him a standing O. Thank you for your contribution there. You gotta be clearer when you communicate with minds like ours here, Suze. As I think you know now. Off my chair. And Oregon's Rebel Mama, do you know where do you live in Portugal? Love Portland. So Oregonians having a chat there. Let's play another tune from you, and we'll leave the link on the comments on the chat there so people can give you a tip, buy a drink at this time of year, especially difficult time of history for artists and musicians. So do please buy Josh and Emma a drink, and let's enjoy another one of their tunes now. Are you going to love this? You're absolutely going to love this. So thank you so much for being here this morning. Over to you, maybe for a couple more, and we'll go into the weekend from there. Thank you, Emma and Josh, so much.
Cool.
All right, we'll do a wee reggae one for you because we love Bob Marley. We love Bob Marley in this caravan.
Why?
Get up, stand up.
Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Preacher man, don't tell me heaven is on the earth. I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's not all that glitters is gold. Half the story has never been told, and now you see the light.
Yeah,
stand up for your rights.
Yeah, get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Life is your right.
Get up, stand up.
So you can't give up the fight.
Stand up for your right.
Right now.
Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Most people think great God will come from the sky, take away everything and make everybody feel high. But if you know what life is worth, you will look for yours on earth. And now you see the lights.
Yeah,
stand up for your rights.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up.
Susie,
don't give up the fight.
Life is your right.
Get up, stand up.
So you can't give up the fight.
Stand up for your right.
Ooh.
Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
and they're tired of your izzes, kisses, and you die to go to heaven in your Jesus name, y'all. We know and we understand the mighty God is the living woman. You can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. And now you see the light.
Yeah,
Stand up for your rights.
yeah. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Life is your right.
Get up, stand up.
So you can't give up the fight.
Stand up for your rights.
Stand up right now.
Get up, stand up.
Oh,
Don't give up the
one
fight.
more time.
Get up, stand up.
Get up, stand up.
Stand up for your rights.
Stand up for your rights.
Get up, stand up.
Get up, stand up.
Don't give up the
Keep saying,
fight.
don't give it up, no,
Don't
no,
give up the
no.
fight.
Stand up for your rights.
Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Yeah, man.
Woo! Beautiful. Fantastic. Oh, so beautiful. Thank you so much. Come on, show your appreciation on the screen. Buy them a cup of coffee as well, folks. PayPal.com/PayPal.me/Emma Belter. Tune in. Wow, that was amazing. What a lovely memory to have there. And what a great tune. And Jacqueline Brown, Donna Jacqueline, one of the elders of our community. She won't mind me saying she's in her 80s. And she's telling us, don't we need to stand up? Great music, says Natalie Gray there, singing along in Tamar. We were the second to hit the like button. Come on, Gumpers, hit that like button. And we need to empty our pockets as well as get up, stand up, and give these folks a standing ovation. So you know what to do. There's the PayPal connection there. And there is a gig tonight as well, isn't there, Emma? I've got the a little graphic for that. There we go. 7 o'clock tonight, Christmas Eve. That's the picture of you that I love, actually, you two performing there. Where was that?
That was taken at Johnny Hooper's in Albufeira. It was Johnny Hooper himself that took it. Johnny Hooper's Sax Bistro. Do you know Johnny? He's been in the Algarve for us. He's been in the Algarve for 5 years.
Yeah, Emma said Sax Bistro, everybody here, before you all get excited. You know what these Gumpers are like. Sounds like an interesting venue. And you guys play all over the Algarve, it sounds like. Yeah, that would normally be your tour circuit, would it? Yeah. All around the bars?
Normally we would do, yeah. Normally we would just play wherever we can, you know. It's all about playing, but as you know, it's a little bit more difficult at the moment. But this is why we want to do this online thing, because at least with the online gig, everybody is welcome. There's no restrictions. There's just us there having a laugh, playing some songs, and good banter, just like what you're doing here. You know, people can comment and you can make that connection with people through social media, and that's kind of how it's going to have to be for a little while again. You've kind of just got to go with it, haven't you, and make the best of it. So that's what we're doing. So yeah, so we're going to play a couple of Christmas songs tonight. Josh will definitely be here tonight because he's getting, they've got another car that's not stuck in the mud, thankfully. So tonight from 7, and what I can do is I can give you the link to my personal page, and anyone that wants to watch, they can watch live. But if they want to comment, they need to add me as a friend on my Facebook page.
Okay, so it's Lady Miss Emma, isn't it?
That's
I found your personal profile.
That's the one. Yeah, that's it, exactly.
Okay, really great. I'll give that out for the rest of the show. Really great music, Emma. We'll be sending you
Thanks
a
so
drink.
much. It'd be great to have as many people coming in and joining us, because the more the merrier, you know. And we like to play requests as well. So if people like to ping requests at us, we'll do our best to kind of muddle through them and kind of keep everyone as happy as we can, you know, keep the spirits up. That's what it's all about.
Are there a lot of Scottish people in the Algarve, by the way?
We do kind of find each other. There's not a lot, to be honest with you. We're quite a rare breed. We're like unicorns, aren't we?
Absolutely, yes. But it sounds like Suze will find a few Scottish folk in the Algarve. So maybe that's a place for you, avoiding the damp and finding the warmth of the Scottish people in the Algarve. They're perfect for you, Suze. And another comment that came in that we can't ignore is William was saying that not everybody has PayPal. I can't find that now, but the thing to do with that is to tune in tonight, presumably, and you'll be putting your bank details on the gig tonight as well.
Yeah, and then it can just go straight to the bank. There's also an option of this coffee ad. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. We've got that link as well. And I think with
Okay.
that one, it's easier to use for people who don't have PayPal. So
Yeah.
that'll be on the feed tonight as well. But come along and join us, even if you just want to watch. You know, it's having fun.
Send me those. Send me for anyone who can't make tonight. And shame on you if you. No, sorry, I'm not shaming people at Christmas, but try and make it tonight at 7:00 on the Facebook profile that we've put there /Lady Miss Emma. And if you would, Emma, can you send me on Messenger those bank details and your PIN number? No, only kidding. Just the bank details and the coffee.com link.
You'll not find your Carol.
Okay, fair enough. Obrigado, Emma and Josh, for the great enjoyment you gave us, and Felicia Natal. Pippa, look at it. Just joined in Africa, in Botswana. Just joined at the end of the Bob Marley. Excellent tune. Nice to hear a Scottish twang. Brings back memories of my home tune in Edinburgh. Fantastic. Emma, so good to see you. Please give our love to Josh, won't you? And have a great gig tonight.
I will. Thank you for having me. It's been magic this morning. I really enjoyed that. It's been good fun.
There we go. I'd like to send you $100 Christmas gift, Emma Belter. How about that? We'll make that possible.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah. Well, that's a standing orgasm for sure.
I think I just got a standing O. Well, no,
okay. Lots of love to you and to Josh and to the dogs there. Have a great Christmas. We'll see you in the new year. Lots of love.
Peace and love. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Oh, wow. What a legend. What a legend. That's Emma Belter there, one half of the Belters. So kind, OLP. We'll make that possible. Shame on you for shaming people. Be kind, damn it. I don't know what got into me. The ghost of Christmas past or something there, James. Thank you, Carl. We'll tune in tonight. No, we've got to make it possible, haven't we? For these folks to get fed, basically. I mean, it's just, we do. It's really important that Churchill, love him or loathe him. That's an incredible quote, isn't it? The Churchill quote there. What are we fighting for? If not to make a sane society with art and music and people enjoying themselves and loving each other. What is this all about, for heaven's sake? So you're quite right, Gary. Get them to sing on New Year's Eve. That could still happen. We'll see. And we can do a PayPal buskers hat going to help their financial loss. That's a really, really kind thought there, Gary. And let's see what else is being said here. Oh, Just Funk, keeping the music going. Hola, bon dia. Felicia Natal, Just Funk track of the day is the BB&Q band Imagination. So the track, not the band, Imagination. 2021 has been so much better. Starting the day the Good Morning Portugal way. Simply amazing. Do you know what? This is a reference that you will recognize, Chris. I've got Jeff Young saying that from a previous radio incarnation of mine. Jeff Young, that old funker from the UK, saying, "Start your day the Carl Munson way." So we might have to dust that down and put it into this context. Enter a small Christmas party, exchange some great gifts. My husband's gift, a wine glass that has a saying, wine, coping with this 21 shit show. One glass at a time. We all need that glass, I think. Andy with a few primate shout outs. Antonio F's here, everybody. Good morning to you, Antonio F. I thought I saw you a little bit earlier on. Coffee and walking the dog equals a hangover cure. He's back, everybody. And Abu, Carl, obrigado for inviting beautiful Emma and handsome Josh. We enjoyed their music a lot. Okay, Abu, you have the stage. We're going to do the slideshow of your Christmas now, because this is amazing what you did last year. And I'm going to play this for everybody now. This is really beautiful and really special. You are lighting up Christmas way ahead of the curve. Check this out, everybody. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. That's amazing, isn't it? That could also be the setting for festive shades of grey, couldn't it? I mean, what a beautiful apartment you have there, Abu. And I know you want to move to Portugal now, so we need to help you set up something like that over here in Portugal, I think. You're working on a few fronts, aren't you, to get yourself over here to Portugal? But that, my friend, is a beautiful apartment anyway. And then what you did to it last year for Christmas is absolutely beautiful. So let's have a look at a few of the stills from that. This is you last year decorating your apartment in a festive style. I'm thinking Martin Jarl for you over there in the Orient area of. Oh no, this will just quickly up to the north then with Rebel Mamas. One of the buildings locally adorned in a festive style there. Those be careful sitting on those stone cubes, I would say, at our age. Back to Abu's apartment. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. What an amazing scene you created there last year. Goodness only knows how long that took, but so much love in there, in that mix, in that festive mix there. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Abu, for sharing this with us and sharing the video. Look at this. Let's see that in Lisbon, shall we? In the next couple of years, let's get you over here. Talk to Martin Jarl. They have an apartment that they're developing, overlooking the waterfront down there in Lisbon. Down there from my point of view. Oh, this is back up north again. I think that's the one of the civic buildings up there in Solswell, saying Bush Festus there. So thank you so much. Just back to those, not elves on shelves, but a couple of elves on a seat there, all lit up with their glowing yellow beards. Look like they've had their ready break this morning. Abu, thank you so much. So beautiful. And this snuck in as well. This is a picture of Michael Heron, Heronius Maximus. The Heronius Maximus is what his followers call him. And he's planning a revolutionary takeover of the Good Morning Portugal show. And this is him spotted in his bunker with his Christmas preparations. And of course, don't forget tonight, 7 p.m., it is the Belters Christmas Cracker on the Facebook. Let me just give you that link again so you can make sure you friend. If you want to comment tonight, you do need to friend up Emma on there. And why wouldn't you? Let me find that again. And we'll come back to the comments about Abu's apartment. And we'll do a little bit of Christmas quiz because we've got that lined up for you. Maybe half today and half tomorrow. So there on the screen, go to facebook.com/Lady Miss Emma. And that's where it will be streamed tonight, okay, on her Facebook page, Lady Miss Emma. And you'll get the details if you want to contribute in a way other than the PayPal, the bank details. I think she's sending them to me and the coffee.com thing. Let me see if I can find those for you now. Oh, excellent. Yes, we've got all of that. I'm going to cut and paste that too into the comments. And she's saying, thank you so much. That was just so lovely. The pleasure was all ours, quite frankly, Emma. The details going into the comment box now, account and sort code, and also the coffee.com link as well. Every possible way to pay Emma there is going into the comments. And I'll just let that linger on the screen for just a moment. There you go. The coffee.com is pretty good. Coffee.com/Emma Belter. I know with coffee.com you can use most debit, credit cards, etc. If you want to approach it in a different way there. Lady Miss Emma from Margaret Mackenzie there, who's helping us in the chat too. Good morning to you, Margaret. Okay, I have to bring my sister and her friend to Portugal to help me with Christmas decorations. Why not? The more the merrier. Hey, Abu, I was stunned watching your video, quite frankly, and those are gnomes, not elves. Uh-oh! That's probably the worst mistake I've made this Christmas, isn't it? The worst of all crimes against everything festive, to mistake an elf for a gnome. I am so sorry if I have caused any offense. Mea culpa. To the elf or the gnome community at this very special time of year. I'd like that to be on the record and not to be dredged up on Twitter in 20 years' time when I get cancelled. I love those lights, says Natalie. I mean, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Abu, stunning Christmas decorations, says Pippa. Obrigado so much, says the man himself. I have to give thanks to my sister and her friend who did all of this for me. I'm not that talented. Well, they're amazing. Are they available for hire for next Christmas, I wonder? A beautiful Christmas video, says Suze about that. Abu, Natalie says it looks beautiful. Lovely lights. Message me and we will get that gift to Emma. Says the OLP. If you wouldn't mind, can you just remind me in WhatsApp, anybody who wants to send a gift over to Emma, I'll send you all the details. Fantastic. Thank you so much for showing my video. Not at all. You're part of the community now, mate. And there's not a lot you can do about it, to coin a phrase of another YouTuber there. Okay, that's fantastic. Really, really good. Such fun this morning. And nobody's responding to my where are you on the emotional Christmas emotional scale? Are you like well chilled and easygoing and all is well in the world? Or I've got so much to do. Let me know. Or maybe you're just all really chilled. Or maybe we don't really care so much about that while we're all hanging out together here. And we'll come back to that at 10 o'clock. I know what Gumpers are now. I'm no longer clueless. Well, keep up, Aviva. Such a relief, she says. Yeah, you know, it's the clue is in this sort of thing, isn't it? 50 Shades of Gump there. So yes, do feel free to collaborate, to join. Oh, I think I missed one, didn't I? So let's put that back on the screen and go back to James's comment a little bit earlier on. James has been penning away in the background. Where is it? Or you might have to give it to me again. Which is also another line from the erotic novel, isn't it? Oh, and here we go. After several minutes of flirting, he asked her if she was interested in his sax feature. It was a sax bar, everybody, down there in the Algarve. Thank you very much for that, James. Keep them coming. Again, another line from the novel there. And any other comments? Let's have a look. Hey, I typed 8-2 a long time ago. All right, James, I've got a lot going on here. Well chilled. The answer to my question there for the OLP. They need to write a book, don't they, on how to have such a brilliant yet chilled Christmas. I think you've got a really good balance there. You know, it's not like you've held back on anything festive there at Casa OLP. You're doing all the right things and you're well chilled. We need to know. Christmas chill here, but it's easy when you don't have kids. He says Nubian. All right, no need to rub it in. Making the most of the season with the Gumpers. Not bar humbug. But bar humbug, maybe. I'm not sure. Bring on January the 2nd. Okay, so you're not a fan by the sound of it, Suze, and you're ready for 2022. Bring it on. Perhaps you're saying there 2022. It's going to be an interesting year, isn't it, everybody? I won't ask for your predictions just yet. Let's do that in the new year. And you can share your resolutions as a matter of public record. You know, maybe to get out more or something like that. Something quite simple, really, right? Gnomes, I've never heard that term for them. Okay, so the controversy continues with the elves and gnomes thing. I knew it would be trouble. The moment I saw that on the screen, we responded before, still at 2 on the chill scale. Thank you for that, Stuart. That's really good to hear. What's your secret? Totally chillaxed. Well done, everybody. This is really good. Fantastic. Okay, so let's do a little bit of the Christmas quiz. If you are stressed, this will take your mind off it for a bit. If you're nice and chilled, that might help you focus mentally and be victorious in this wonderful Christmas quiz created here by our wonderful colleague, Jerry Lawler, of course. And there was a lovely tribute to the team, which is some way back in the comments now. But I will come back to that because it's a really important one, a really important comment made by Jacqueline. Thank you very much for doing that. Not easy sharing a presentation, you know, but I'm going to try it now. Here we go. See, when I do that, when I go to full presentation, then it goes off the screen. Let me just get my act together here. So that's going on the screen like that. Okay. Then I go over to here into presentation mode, and I think we're off and running, aren't we, with that? So light up Christmas. The Christmas is actually what you're gonna have to do. I can't see me other screen now, so you're gonna have to send me a message by WhatsApp if this isn't working very well. We're lighting up Christmas with a Christmas quiz. Question 1. A Christmas dinner in Portugal is mainly celebrated on Christmas Eve. I'm not going to go all pub quiz master on you. Do what you want. Shout it out if you like. Put it in the comments, or just look away if you want to take it a bit more seriously and write the questions down. I'll do 5 this morning, and then we'll do all the answers tomorrow, shall we? That's a nice way of dealing with this. And you'll learn a little bit about Portugal as well, doing this Christmas quiz with us now. So question 1, Christmas dinner in Portugal is mainly celebrated on Christmas Eve. What dish is absolutely essential to this occasion? Is it A, octopus? Is it B, turkey and stuffing? Is it C, codfish? Is it D, plum pudding? Question number 2. Look at this. You'll have seen these if you're in Portugal, right? The old. I know I'm not going to say what it is because that would give the answer away. I very nearly did there, but there's some really funny backstory to this. Question 2. In the past, this cake had a gift inside, a small metal object, since banned by the EU for safety reasons. I don't know if that's a straight banana kind of story from the Daily Mail or if that actually happened. Boo and hiss if it did. Grown-ups are surely capable of making our own decisions about whether we want to put metal objects in our food for ourselves. Although having said that out loud, maybe we're not. And a broad bean. So a metal object, small, and bean, broad, in this particular confection. According to tradition, the person who had the slice of cake that contained the bean would have to pay for the cake the following year. What's the name of this cake? Is it A, the Bolo de Natal? Is it B, death by metal object, now outlawed by your friendly European Union? C, Tronco de Natal, or D, Bolo Rey? Question number 3. Look at that, everybody. This is baba de camelo, a common dessert. Sobremesa, for those who want to know the word dessert in Portugal, or afters. Sweet, dessert, afters, sobremesa in Portuguese. The English translation is often shown on the menu as A, camel spit, B, camel drool, C, Carl sneeze, thank you, Jerry, and D, camel tripe. Okay, so baba de camelo, is it A, camel spit? Is it B, camel drool? Is it C, Carl sneeze? Or is it D, camel tripe? Okay, question 4. Do 5 of the 10 questions today and 5 more tomorrow. Okay, come back tomorrow and hear the other 5 and the answers. How do you order the bill, the check for you Americans in the Portuguese restaurant? A, make a sign of writing on your hand, that one. B, snap your fingers at the waiter. C, say, a conto, por favor. Or D, say, nos trae la cuenta, por favor. Okay, is it A, make a sign of writing on your hand? Would probably work. Is it B, snap your fingers at the waiter? Probably won't work. C, a conto, por favor. Or a conto, por favor, por su pagar. Or D, say, nos trae la cuenta, por favor. Okay, question 5, final one of this morning. Look at that, lighting up Christmas. Feliz Natal, everybody. Boas festas. This is a photo of Praça do Comércio, taken 2 days ago. Where is this square located? We've featured it quite a lot in these last few weeks, haven't we, as we've lit up Christmas. Is it A, Porto? Is it B, Lisbon? Is it C, Coimbra? Is it D, Braga? Okay, Praça do Comércio. You may know it. You'll certainly know it from the photographs we've been sharing. Is it A, in Porto, B, in Lisbon, C, in Coimbra, D, in Braga? I'm coming out of that now, and I'm wondering if I'm still live. I am still live. That's fantastic. Well done, everybody. Having a good go there in the comments. That's fantastic. The problem was not about it being made of metal. Pedro, thank you for this interjection here, possibly coming to the defense of the EU here. The problem was not that it was being made of metal, but because they were basically made out of lead. Okay, fair enough. Thank you, EU, for that. Now maybe let's work on all the pipes as well, right? But that's a quick win, isn't it? That's the low-hanging fruit of public health. Take the lead out of cakes. Fair play. Very good. Thank you, EU. Thank you, Pedro, for that. Merry Christmas, everyone, says Antonio F. I'll have to leave you now. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Antonio F. 10 o'clock, the Christmas show, where we'll be connecting. I'm going to go back to some of the comments, because Leslie made a comment that I want to come back to, as well as the one Jacqueline made about the rest of the Expats Portugal team. 100% chilled. I'm not cooking. Well done, Owen. But you're pretty chilled in the kitchen, it's got to be said, right? I got you down as a very relaxed cook, actually. And my hometown, little clue there for the last question we shared. We'll do the next 5 tomorrow morning. Are people getting these wrong, even though they were online last Thursday? Yeah, they were all drunk, Stephen. You know what this lot are like. They can't even remember, or they were drunk from last Thursday, quite honestly. But not judging, it's absolutely fine. We accept people as they are here, on as long as they're legal and respectful, here on the Good Morning Portugal show live stream here at Expats Portugal. 15 minutes or thereabouts to go. Get your Christmas greetings in this morning, or anything else you want to get off your chest before the year is out. You know what? I'm toying with, let me just share something with you a moment. I'm toying with practicing radical honesty at a new level next year. I don't know. I mean, it's got me in a lot of trouble before, I have to say. But this is the work of Brad Blanton. Anyone familiar with Brad Blanton, who believes in telling the truth at all costs? And actually the opposite. I mean, more importantly, what happens when we don't tell the truth, when we keep secrets, and how harmful that is to us. And you've only got to look around, haven't you? We live in a world of secrets and people keeping information from each other. And it's quite toxic, isn't it? Let's face it. So Brad Blanton, an incredible character, wrote the book Radical Honesty, teaches a method of being very honest in the world. But the important thing, he's not just being an a-hole about it and just telling everybody what he thinks. He is He's owning what he thinks and is saying is honest and true for him, for one thing. Okay, so it's not just carte blanche, open season for going around insulting people with your opinions and views. It is owning what is going on for you and sharing that honestly. Okay, that's the first part. The second part is to stick around to clear up the mess, understandably. And that's really important. Mrs. M and I have found that out the hard way, possibly. Again, another line from the erotic novel. Finding out things the hard way. Is that our third book? But anyway, yeah, sticking around to clear up the mess after you've been honest. Can you imagine a world where people were honest with each other, like really honest with each other, and then stuck around to clear up the mess that creates? Because it is going to create a mess. I think our society is built on lies and secrets and nonsense, isn't it? Let's face it. And we're all guilty of it. I'm not pointing the finger, one finger pointing forward, three pointing back. And that's why I share and suggest with you, anybody interested in that, in raising the stakes and upping the ante on a year of radical honesty. Some might say that the problems we're in now are based on secrets and lies. Some would, and I would find some agreement with them. And what a world this would be if instead of pointing the finger at all the other people who we think are lying to us or whatever they're doing, is to own how we're lying to ourselves and to each other. Wouldn't that be an amazing 22? Anyone up for that? Thank you for letting me squeeze that in. Who knows? Very good. What elf would you call them? Oh, 10 out of 10, Suze. Look at that. Very, very good. Who knows? What elf would you call them? Thank you for that, Suze. No, that was to James Holly and his remark. Oh, my goodness. What was that now? Oh, is that to do with gnomes and elves? Zero stress for me. No Christmas for me for 27 years. Well, that's one way of dealing with it, isn't it? When I became a Muslim. But I get to enjoy everyone's holiday joy. Very good. That's the way to do it, isn't it? Enjoy everyone's joy. Enjoy your own joy and everyone else's. Fantastic. All good here, Carl. Visit to get back to Santa Rita. Is that a lady in the village, Santa Rita, or a place? Is that the name of the village? I wonder there. I think it's probably a place, isn't it? So yet 2 on the chills. Everyone's pretty chilled out this morning, aren't they? So I'm going to scroll back. I need to find Leslie, and I need to find Donna Jacqueline's comment about the rest of the Expats Portugal team, who I'm sure you will share with me in giving thanks for all the support that goes on behind the scenes at Expats Portugal, Jerry, Astrid and Sally. But I want to read out the specific comment from Donna Jacqueline that she shared with us. Oh, and this is a nice comment as well from Rebel Mama, remarking on that mother-son connection that Emma and Josh have got going on. They're an amazing pair of performers, aren't they? My son used to do music when I was still performing dance. He also composed an entire CD for a poetry book of mine that was published. Amazing to have that connection for sure. So 2 mums having proud mum moments there this morning on the Good Morning Portugal live stream. And where are you? Where are you, Leslie? Where are you, Donna Jacqueline? Okay, here's Donna Jacqueline's. A big special greeting to Jerry, the CEO of Expats, and the rest of the team, Astrid and Sally, and Thomas and Pam. It's important to know that we're a big network behind the scenes who work tirelessly and humbly behind the scenes and see that everyone gets paid. Yes, absolutely. So thank you for that comment and contribution, Jacqueline Brown. Absolutely. Underline that, as I'm sure many do here. I'm on my own. This is what I wanted to read out as well. I'm on my own again this Christmas. I'm feeling so sorry for myself. Leslie, 10 o'clock tomorrow. Let's join up, a few of us tomorrow morning if you want to. 10 o'clock we'll be here live streaming tomorrow, a bit later than usual, but certainly a place where anyone feeling sorry for themselves or wanting a bit of a connection can do exactly that at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So yeah, big best wishes to the Expats team working humbly behind the scenes, Astrid and Jerry, and later on extending to Sally, and me extending that to all of my colleagues who make things work here at Expats Portugal. It's called the Heineken emotion, Carl, because it reaches the parts that others cannot reach. Love the milk tray man look today. Do you know what? I do like, it's called a turtleneck, not a turtle head, is it? It's called a turtleneck. And this is green. It doesn't show up so well on the green screen, but this is part of my Christmas outfit along with the hat here. And it's a green polo. It's a polo neck, isn't it? And I love it. I forget how much I enjoy where I'm a bit self-conscious of my man boobs. That's why I tend to eschew this kind of apparel. But I quite like it, and I quite like the reference to the milk tray man. Thank you very much for that. Leslie, other people responding to Leslie's comment. Rebel Mama, sorry, but you are here and enjoy. An extension of love and connection from our community here to you, Leslie. No need to feel alone tomorrow morning. You can join up with us from 10 o'clock. Leslie, please don't be sad, says Abu. We're all here with you. Merry Christmas. And then Leslie comes back a bit later. Oh, thanks, everyone. Much appreciated, I think. Will do. Have a smile on my face now. That's good to hear, Leslie 701. And don't forget, of course, we have Cindy B. who's hosting a couple of gatherings on Zoom over the festive period as well. Go to expatsportugal.com/community and find out exactly when they are with Cindy B. Make friends with Cindy B. If you're a solo traveler here in Portugal or intend to be one, she runs a great community for people doing exactly that, as she has done herself. You may remember that might be one of the best videos as well from the year that we can share with you in this coming week from Boxing Day up until New Year's Eve. All right, let's see what else is being said in these last few minutes then. How did you get on with that quiz? Antonio F's probably gone now. That cake is the same tradition as Mardi Gras cake in New Orleans, same name in English. Small plastic metal baby, and whoever gets it has to go to the emergency room. No, whoever gets it brings the cake next year. So it's nice, isn't it, that these things have their little varieties around the world. Baba to Kamalo looks delicious. Not everybody thinks that, Abu. Not everyone's cup of tea, to mix up me culinary metaphors there. The problem was not about it being made of metal, of course, as Pedro pointed out. There were lead toys back in the day. So, yeah, they could go to plastic, couldn't they? But I guess they can't endorse a choking hazard. You can't swap one public health measure for a public ill health measure, can you? Yes, that's so true, Stephen. Ginkgo, I prescribe ginkgo for everybody for that. Chilling, says Paul, in the kitchen preparing porco portuguesa for tonight's dinner with friends. That's a good dish, isn't it? Now, if I'm right, Paul, there's a lot of garlic in that and some vinegar, right? There's a slightly sour taste to the porco portuguesa, certainly how I've experienced that. And sometimes how you get that slight sourness with the bifana as well. So garlic, vinegar in there. Jackie Polly, I think, is here somewhere. I don't think I've said hello to Jackie and Chris this morning. Sorry if I missed that, but I'm saying hi to you now. Boas festas to you both. So, Carl, then your word for next year will be honesty. I always choose a word for New Year's, and it's amazing to see what takes you throughout the year. Last year, my word was patience for Portugal, right? So, okay, that's a really nice way of looking at it. Anyone else care to choose a word? We'll do more of this in the coming week. This live stream is a wonder way to spend Christmas together. Absolutely, Abu. I'm so glad to have you here. Wonderful, not wonder. We got you. Either way, that works for me. RA only works if people know how to do it. This is radical honesty, I think. Otherwise, it's just a dumping session. Well said, Stephen. What's your experience of it? Do you like it? And you're absolutely right about that. A bit like religion, though, isn't it? It only works if people know how to do it. Otherwise, it's just a dumping session. So you can say that about so many things. They cleared up their mess. Oh, hold on. They cleared up their mess with a flushed look upon their red, moist brows. You see, it's not humid in Portugal. It's moist, everybody. Radical honesty with respect and kindness. Aviva, possibly familiar with the genre there. Haha, yes, could be a messy year otherwise, from Michelle. Who's up for it, though? Come on. Let's not talk about it. Let's do it. But bon dia. Hey, look, Frank's here. Bon dia and Feliz Natal to everyone. My brother from another mother, Frank. Oh, man, I have so missed not seeing you for months and months. We will put that right in the new year, will we not? And the other thing we were talking about, are you doing that? Santa Rita, just east of Tavira in the Algarve. Santa Rita, though, needs to be a character, I think, in our... the Meter Maid, the lovely Rita Meter Maid, perhaps needs to be in the erotic novel, right? James working on that as we speak, as is Garvo, I think, too. All right, yeah, I knew what you meant. Radical honesty. Very good comment, Stephen. Totally hear you with that. Oh, hold on. Yeah, look, he's already worked on it. That's fantastic. After finishing with her, he unkindly told her that he couldn't wait to get back to Santa Rita. Yes, this happens, doesn't it? I can't wait to get back to Santa Rita. Yes, Leslie, join us, please, tomorrow, 10 o'clock tomorrow. Boas festas e boas entradas. Hey, look who's here! Oh, the Christmas Eve show is bringing all the boys to the yard. Joel is here. Hello, my friend. It's been too long. So glad to see you here this morning. You won't have a sore head after last night's Man Cave drinkies. Are you still on the old orange water that you keep under your desk there, as I remember so fondly? It's the happy times on the Man Cave. I'm so happy I found this community. Hope to meet in person in 2023. You betcha, Aviva. To misquote, Life According to God. I must watch that movie again soon. This Christmas has been pre-disastered. We're going to be safe here. Sorry. That's the fun. That's the great writing, isn't it? Is it John Irving? John Irving. We're going to be safer. Great films, Hotel New Hampshire and Life According to God. Where are they? Probably on Google, right? So I'm a 3.5 is where the prof is rating himself at the moment. This Christmas has been pre-disastered by external forces or by internal ones. Sorry to hear that either way, but it does happen, doesn't it? And we've got to find a way of breathing it out, right? And then stuffing our face with booze and alcohol to choke down the pain. I was thinking 007 with Carl's Get Up until he brought up his man boobs. I'm not bringing up my man boobs, but all because the lady loves Carl Munson. Always below the line there for you, Pippa, don't worry. You're never lonely with gumpers around. So true. You know, it's like fee, fi, fo, fum, isn't it? I smell the blood of a gumper woman. Gumpers. Anyway, the riot of gumpers, never far away from you, always closer than you think. You're thinking back to last week at Gatwick. You know, Chris and Andy have met in Gatwick Airport. You're never far from a gumper. They proved it. And Natalie Gray, moobs, ha ha. It's not funny. Thanks, Carl, for bringing everyone together here. And good luck to everyone planning to make Portugal their new home in 2022. And shout out to Lucy as well. I know I forgot Lucy, didn't I, earlier on with the Expats Portugal team. And everybody else. This is the worst thing, isn't it? When you start naming people, and this happened yesterday, didn't it? I think Dominique's not back this morning because of that. And when you start naming people, other people feel left out. It's not that. It really isn't that. I promise you. So, look, you know, here is my universal lots of love to everybody. That's a nice copper. Except you bad people. Shame on you. Only joking, James. Michelle, thank you for responding. He was very nice and offered to help me. Oh, is that going back to the Serenity thing? Moves, says Andy. Should we work on those, fellas, next year? Should we work on our moves, on our 2-packs? So glad I found your community. It's a joy. Merry Christmas to all. Mick, you're so welcome here. Have a wonderful day tomorrow, everyone, and thanks for building such a lovely, supportive community. Gary and Carl and everyone here. Too true. I was chatting with Gary this morning, right there from the start, Garvo. Special shout out to Garvo for being here. An early adopter of the Good Morning Portugal vibe. He saw something in it, and I'm hoping to clink a coffee cup together with you in the next few days, mate. What did you ask Louisa for Christmas? Part of the erotic novel? Yeah, absolutely. I call it research. How about that? I'm asking Mrs. M for some erotic novel research. Have been resident in Portugal now for a year, Carl. Thanks to you and your show, and Expats Portugal made it a lovely journey. Oh, so good to hear that. Happy Christmas and Happy New Year. Oh, cheers. That's fantastic. Thanks, Carl. You are the glue. Don't sniff me, anybody. I am the glue. Do not sniff me. That's got to have a t-shirt with that made on it. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. I don't mean to distract from your lovely compliment there by making a silly joke, but I did, didn't I? And that's how I manage my emotions, everybody. My friend was supposed to celebrate Christmas with me, but he told me he is sick and we are waiting for the results. Oh no! If it's COVID-19, pray for him. Absolutely. Fingers crossed, prayers, the whole shebang there for you, Abu. Hope your friend can join you. My friend feels good now, but I can't be with him until we're sure it's not COVID. Absolutely right, Abu. But join us at 10 tomorrow in some way, connecting up and offering a little bit of support and community tomorrow. Abu, I hope your friend is fine and you get to spend Christmas together. From Natalie. Jersey Peas here, just popping in before the 10 o'clock deadline. What deadline? Felice Natal, bon dia to all the people in this wonderful community. We love GMP, says Chris. Me too. If the test is negative, we'll celebrate it tomorrow, says Abu. Yep, not laughing at you, Carl. I've never heard the term moobs. You can laugh at me, moobs. People have been doing it for years now. But you know, I bear all anyway. You've seen it in the Grey Watch video. I'm very happy to run along the beach topless. It's everyone else I'm worried about, not me. Abu Muhammad will make dua labash bukhrin inshallah. There, some prayers there for you, Abu, I believe. Trim down to reveal the 6-pack. That's another line from the erotic novel, isn't it? Carl, what? Tomorrow, like for your kiddos, they must be so excited. What do you mean? What's tomorrow like for your... Oh, I see. Okay. What's tomorrow like for your kiddos? They must be so excited. No, it's an emotion I try to temper among young people. There's enough excitement in the world already without them adding to it and getting out of hand, Rebel Mama. Mrs. M, true to stereotypes, Mrs. M is all over it. I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking tomorrow. Mrs. Emma's taking care of business. The kids are excited, but quite honestly, my youngest was asking for a toy. He's collecting the Hot Wheels cars, and they, I remember like a toy being a weekly treat, and I'm trying to install that. We go to the local comic shop and toy shop on a Saturday morning. So it's a lovely day here in the Bay. We go to the market, we go to the comic shop, the toy shop, and they can buy something. And I'm trying to help them. I give them some money so they can learn how to budget, so they don't make the terrible mistakes that I made in life. Blah blah blah. And then he's asking for a toy every day. And I made the remark, is it time for the daily toy? This is where kids are at. How do you make Christmas special? So maybe I will just give them, just for the fun of it, and as a teaching moment tomorrow morning, the piece of coal, the sixpence, but I'll replace that under EU regulations with a plastic coin, obviously. And what's the other thing? A tangerine, and see how it goes. Let's see, shall we? But they can have a great time, aren't they? Carl, is a show tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yes, it is, Abu. We'll be here at 10. If we're doing Seinfeld, is Carl wearing a bro? Is that a man bra? Is that what happened in Seinfeld? I wonder. And Moobs, pure black velvet here. Oh, Owen, it's like a dating profile, that, isn't it? Pure black velvet here. That's going in the book as well. Carl, Mrs. M is amazing. She is my Christmas present already, quite frankly. Gutted your signal was bad last night. Oh, okay. Who was that to? Is that somebody who couldn't get on the man cave? And let's round it up for now. We'll be back tomorrow at 10. Matty. Okay, they're talking. The man cavers are talking to each other, not in capital letters. There, what happened? And from Carolina Moonbeam, we love your name, we love you. Caroline saying, Carl Munson, Felicia Natal to you and all the Good Morning Portugal beeps. Thank you so much, James. To reduce my mass down to beach ready for the summer. What are they talking about? So, man. How do I say this? So we're talking about man bras now. We would never know, do we, where this is going to end up? And I'm a little bit embarrassed now that we're ending the show. All my dreams of the Good Morning Portugal show, helping people move to Portugal, helping people who live in Portugal, bringing a smile to people's faces, sharing a love of Portugal, has degenerated into talking about man bras now. Have a great. So how do I pronounce that? Let me just see. So it's like brassiere, but manasier, manzasier. I think it's like a brassiere, manzia, possibly. Have a great day, everyone. I don't care what it's called. I just want one for Christmas. And maybe in black velvet. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Felicia Natal. Munson moves. He. Stop it. I love you all, especially Carl. Now you've got that image in your mind. Felicia Natal, everyone from Abu. It's gone a bit flat now. Very good. If only. Bush Festus people, don't forget your masks. And what's this? Is this a party? Rebel. The Gumper slimmed down for the 2022 Gump Watch. Is that what we're going to do? We're going to do a little bit of growing old disgracefully all together, as well as being honest, maybe. Yeah, can you imagine that radical honesty and man boobs, just like Merry, and then stick around to clear up the mess. Merry Moobamus from Nubianet. See you tomorrow, Gumpers, or who knows? Very good. And from Mark Rigby, Felicia Natal, para todos. Let's leave it there. One more. They're coming in thick and fast. Merry Christmas to all the Gumpers and the Munsons. Thank you so much. If you're celebrating tonight, have a super time, Portuguese style. Enjoy your bacalhau tonight. I'm giving the game away. 5 more questions tomorrow, and we'll do the rest of the comments over the outro music, which will be a Christmas video, of course. Actually, we'll do both, because otherwise it will throw, for people who like a routine, it will throw them. So we'll do our traditional outro, and we'll do a bit of lighting up Christmas video as well, because I think we've probably got quite a few comments to lay over those. Okay, so we'll have another one of these videos tomorrow. But here's a lighting up Christmas video for you, featuring your work, everybody. Oh no, no. I've got 3 videos to play you, because what I meant to play you as well is Swara's Silent Night. So what we're going to do, this is from the Christmas party as well. Her amazing. She accompanied herself on the piano and sang Silent Night in a very soulful way. So we will have the normal outro, we'll have a light up Christmas video, and we'll have Swara's Silent Night as well. Which one of these should I do? I'm going to go back to video number 1. We'll have video number 3 for you tomorrow. But this first. So please mute up, everybody. And Swara, take it away. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you. One of the things that calls my heart to Portugal is the love of fado. So, combining traditional Christmas music with the heart of fado, I will sing for you. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Now your mother and child, holy infants, standing by, sing
Oh, my word. Thank you. So unmute, everybody, and let's show some love and appreciation for Swara there.
Yay!
Amazing.
Yay!
That's you.
Bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
So wonderful.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh, where were you going to go there?
I'll bring it up.
Oh, that was so
Proud
good.
Mary.
Thank
Grace
you.
Gilbert and Swara, thank you so much for that contribution tonight. Totally unexpected and completely loved here. Thank you very much indeed. Beautiful.
Thank you.
In Portugal, there's a YouTube show full of fun facts you need to know. Carl rings the bell and the members show to the GMP morning show. Featured guests will come and they will blow your mind. The audience will do so in kind. The little vanity mixed with some insanity on the morning show with GMP. Santa comes in riding on a big surfboard. The elves are happy to be gone from the cold, snowy north. A reindeer riding waves in their finest beach gear. We're all enjoying Christmas cheer. Oh, the family all together tasting all the treats. But the favorite is always some of my grandma's sweets. The lights are twinkling everywhere that we go, and we're all out dancing in the street. Hey, Gumpers! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, all you Gumpers!